Hey everybody, just thought I'd give a video update. Broke my laptop, so I haven't been able to do any editing. So this one's coming to you straight and uncut. This is one of my 40 breeders. It's got my last remaining pair of breeding angels. I don't really try to breed them anymore. I let them run their eggs, and then I let them eat their eggs. Got a couple dillerfish. They like their eggs too. Down here I got more or less one of my flopped community tanks, couple males, angels, couple black skirt tetras. Look down there, I got my Siamese algae eaters hanging out. Up here we got a 75 with the big boys, my giant goldfish that I rescued. And their Placo over here in the corner. Nothing fancy. Down here I have one of my newest tanks. This is my 75. It's got white clouds, dadios, or Indian hatchets, whatever you want to call them. Swellia. I have two different species of Swellia in here. They're a blast. Snails galore. Unintentional. I don't have to have the air running in the back. The current in this tank pushes enough water in there to oxygenate, but those are more or less a just in case. Oh look, there's one on the glass. Yeah, Next to them I have my plant tank. This is just where I put the plants that I find and come across while I get them back into my condition that I want to use them on. And this is where most of my plants sit until I use them in a build. There's one little cherry shrimp in this tank, and that's the only living thing. Down here is one of my quarantine tanks. Somewhere in there there's a little Swellia. It was a plant grow out tank, but I haven't replenished the plants. Over here I have my 55 Borneo. It's got zebras in it. Horrible zebras. They're not worthy. Some of my little Borneos. Gastromyzons. Daddy's right back there. I lost my female. Nothing fancy. See if I can get a good angle. Up here I have a quarantine tank with a couple more zebras in it. They're just being quarantined until I put them in the other tank. Down here I have my hospital tank. I had a horrible breakout of Calamanus worms. I treated them. A couple there's one. You can see him. I lost 4 out of my 6. And then you got these two, they both had Calamanus worms. So far the treatment has taken hold. They might get to go back to their tank. Down here is my neons, along with my Otocincluses. These guys are waiting for their forever home. They've been through quarantine. They're just waiting to go to whatever tank I decide to put them in. You don't want to see that tank. Over here is my Adolfois. They're waiting for their tank to be set up, and some exclamation point Resboras. Once again, they're all waiting for their tanks to be built this summer. I have my 36-gallon hexagon. I love this sword that I got in the middle here. It's got some cherry barbs, some scissor tails, bunch of pandas roaming around. Typically they must all ran off when I came up here, and a L144 in there as well. Oh, and there's also some, oh, there's one. See? Got to see his wiggle butt go under the log there anyway. Lost train of thought. So anyway, this is what I have currently. I have other tanks upstairs, but we won't get into those right now. A lot of my tanks for the year are going to be redone and upgraded and moved around, and I've got my 75 rack here. I'm going to build another one to go next to it, and it'll end up being a pretty stout wall, and then I'll be doing some more moving around. Let's see if I can get a corner shot. Sorry, I got furniture and everything in the way. No, not quite getting to see the whole line. But anyway, it'll all be one universal stand like this, going clear down. And I may even do another wall of it. Haven't decided yet. So, I'll catch you on the flip side. You can take her easy. This be Mike. I'm on the side of the I-50, taking her easy, checking the fish out. Have a good one.